Good afternoon, good evening, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this press conference. Let's begin our conversation. Okay, Siddhant first.
Hi sir, Siddhant from Beyond. My question is over the Pakistani reaction over the Indian Prime Minister hoisting the flag at the Ayodhya temple. So what's the reaction of the MEA?
उमाशंकर सिंह, इंडिपेंडेंट जर्नलिस्ट। मेरा सवाल चीन को लेकर है। चीन ने पहले भारतीय नागरिक की नागरिकता पर सवाल उठाया, उसके बाद अरुणाचल प्रदेश को लेकर बहुत ही एक आपत्तिजनक बयान दिया, जो पहले भी वो देता रहा है। कहा है कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश भारत का हिस्सा नहीं है। मेरा सवाल ये है कि क्या विदेश मंत्रालय जो है वो बयान के ज़रिए ही इस बात का जवाब देगा, या कुछ स्टेप्स भी उठाए गए हैं, डिमार्श या किसी तरह से तलब करके राजदूत को, क्या कुछ किया गया इस मामले में चीन के साथ?
Okay, Rishabh.
So good evening, Rishabh from Times Now. So one, in addition to Siddhant's question, that Pakistan also made a comment on Raksha Mantri's statement that he made earlier this week regarding Sindh. And the second, there have been multiple reports as well as statements that have come in from Dhaka, where they have asked India to return Sheikh Hasina and other Awami League leaders who have been convicted by the ICT.
मधु।
सर, मधुरेंद्र, मैं न्यूज़ नेशन से। भारत के डिमांड जारी करने के बाद भी हमने देखा कि चीन की तरफ से बयान जारी किया गया कि अरुणाचल उनका अभिन्न अंग है। हालांकि उसके बाद भारत ने स्टेटमेंट जारी किया है। लेकिन मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि एसआर लेवल टॉक भी चूँकि तमाम बॉर्डर इशूज़ पे चल रहे हैं, तो अरुणाचल को लेकर एसआर लेवल टॉक में क्या स्थिति है, उसके बारे में बताएं। और हमारे स्टेटमेंट जारी करने के बाद अगर भारत सरकार ने चीन के साथ और भी कुछ संवाद किया हो या फिर डिमार्स इशू किया हो, उस बारे में जानकारी दें। दूसरा सवाल पाकिस्तान को लेकर है। पाकिस्तान ने जो राम मंदिर पर फ्लैग लगाया गया, उसको लेकर जो विरोध जताया है, उसको लेकर जो बातें कही हैं, उस पर हमारा क्या रिएक्शन है?
ठीक है, येशी।
This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. My question is regarding Afghanistan. Afghanistan Trade and Commerce Minister was here recently, and he said that a trade attaché is coming here, and trade attaché from India is going there. There was this understanding that India is possibly going to send an ambassador there. Is that going to happen in the near future? And secondly, what is the status of Commander Purnendu Tiwari? It's been 21 months. Is he coming back, or what is the status on him?
Okay, so first we come to Siddhant, your question on Pakistan. We have seen the reported remarks and reject them with the contempt they deserve. As a country with a deeply stained record of bigotry, repression, and systemic mistreatment of its minorities, Pakistan has no moral standing to lecture others. Rather than delivering hypocritical homilies, Pakistan would do better to turn its gaze inwards and focus on its own abysmal human rights records. चूँकि मधु, तो आपने भी यही सवाल किया, इसलिए मैं हिंदी में दोहराना चाहूँगा इसको। हमने रिपोर्ट किए गए बयानों को देखा है और उन्हें उसी अवमानना साथ खारिज करते हैं जिसके वो हकदार हैं। एक ऐसे देश के तौर पर जिसका अपने अल्पसंख्यकों के दमन, कट्टरता और व्यवस्थित बुरे बर्ताव का गहरा दागदार रिकॉर्ड है, पाकिस्तान के पास दूसरे को लेक्चर देना यानी उपदेश देना का कोई नैतिक अधिकार नहीं है। खोखले उपदेश देने के बजाय या पाखंडी उपदेश देने के बजाय पाकिस्तान के लिए बेहतर हुआ कि वो अपने अंदर झांके और अपनी जो उनके मानवाधिकार का जो रिकॉर्ड है, ख़राब रिकॉर्ड है, उस पर ध्यान दे। उमाशंकर जी, आपके सवाल देखिए, चीन पे जो अभी उन्होंने जो कदम उठाए थे हमारे नागरिक को लेके शंघाई एयरपोर्ट पर, उसके बाद हम लोगों ने कल देखा कि हम लोग एक स्टेटमेंट जारी किया गया है। उसमें हमने बताया है, उससे पहले भी बताया कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश जो ये हुआ वो ठीक नहीं है और हमारे दोनों देशों के रिश्ते के लिए ये मददगार नहीं है। साथ ही साथ हमने ये भी कहा कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश जो है वो भारत का एक अभिन्न अंग है, एक अनिच्छेद्य अंग है और ये एक तरीके से स्वयं स्पष्ट है। किसी प्रकार की इस मामले पर कोई हकीकत में कोई बदलाव नहीं आता है। ये चीनी पक्ष को इसके बारे में पूरी तरह से ज्ञात होना चाहिए। जहाँ तक आपने कहा कि क्या हमने इस मुद्दे को उठाया है, जी हमने चीनी सरकार से यहाँ नई दिल्ली में और बीजिंग में दोनों तरफ उनसे इस मुद्दे को बड़ी सख्ती से उठाया था कि ये जो है निराधार है, नहीं, बिल्कुल गलत है जिस प्रकार से इस प्रकार की बर्ताव किया गया। सो आई विल सम इट अप ऑल्सो इन English. See, we had issued a statement. Essentially, I was translating the statement that we had made earlier. Yesterday, we made a statement. You would have seen that regarding the arbitrary detention of an Indian citizen from Arunachal Pradesh who was holding a valid passport and was transiting through Shanghai International Airport on an onward travel to Japan. We want to say that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral and inalienable part of India, and this is a fact which is self-evident. No amount of denial by the Chinese side is going to change this indisputable reality. At the same time, I said that we did take up this matter. We did do a strong démarche with the Chinese side, both in Beijing and in Delhi, when the incident took place. At the same time, I would like to add further, since we are talking about, Madhu made a reference to SR talks as to what sort of impact these incidents will have on our ties going forward. So let me reiterate, maintenance of peace and tranquility in the border regions is a prerequisite for the continued and overall development of India-China bilateral relations. Our position in this regard has always been very clear and consistent. Since October 2024, both sides have worked closely to maintain peace and tranquility in the border regions, and it is on this basis that progress, especially in particular with focus on people-centric engagements, progress has been made. Arbitrary actions by China, as the one that we referred to, that I referred to, involving an Indian citizen from Arunachal Pradesh, are most unhelpful towards efforts being made by both sides to build mutual trust and understanding and gradually move towards normalization of bilateral relations. मधु, आपके लिए जो हिंदी में इसका रूपांतर कर देता हूँ, भारत चीन के आपसी रिश्तों के लगातार और व्यापक विकास के लिए सीमावर्ती यानी बॉर्डर क्षेत्रों पे, इलाकों पे शांति और सुकून बनाए रखना एक ज़रूरी है। इस बारे में हमारी राय हमेशा साफ और एक जैसी रही है। अक्टूबर 2024 के बाद दोनों पक्षों ने बॉर्डर इलाकों में शांति और सुकून स्थापित करने के लिए मिलकर काम किया है और इसी आधार पर हमारे रिश्तों में एक स्थिरता आई है और उसमें एक तरक्की हुई है। चीन की मनमानी हरकतें, जैसे कि शंघाई हवाई अड्डे पर जो हादसा हुआ, दोनों पक्षों द्वारा आपसी भरोसा और समझ बनाने और धीरे धीरे आपसी रिश्ते को सामान्य यानी नॉर्मल बनाने की कोशिशों में मददगार नहीं है। ऋषभ, आपका सवाल सिंध को लेके है, उस पर मैं कुछ टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहता हूँ। आई डोंट वांट टू ऑफर एनी कमेंट्स ऑन दैट। ऑन बांग्लादेश, टू योर क्वेश्चन अबाउट द रिक्वेस्ट, yes, we have received the request, and this request is being examined as part of ongoing judicial and internal legal processes. We remain committed to the best interests of the people of Bangladesh, including peace, democracy, inclusion, and stability in that country, and will continue to engage constructively in this regard with all stakeholders. मधु, आपके चीन से संबंधित दोनों प्रश्नों के मैंने जवाब दे दिए हैं। यशी, अफगानिस्तान, ऑन अफगानिस्तान, you would have followed the visit of the industry and commerce minister. He had several meetings here. he met the External Affairs Minister. He also met the Commerce and Industry Minister here, as also the Minister of State for Commerce and Industry. He also attended the India International Trade Fair, where several Afghan companies and traders, they displayed their wares and displayed their products and services. Since this visit was focused to strengthen Afghanistan-India business ties, he had a range of meetings with chambers on our side, ASSOCHAM, PhD, Chamber of Commerce, with the export promoting agencies and councils such as Pharmexil, APEDA and Texoprosil. Texoprosil is about textile exports. During these meetings, they discussed several issues, including market access, connectivity, how trade facilitation can happen for Afghan goods in India, also on capacity building and several other issues. You would have also followed this development that during the visit, air freight corridor between Kabul and Delhi and Kabul and Amritsar sectors, it was agreed to launch and initiate. It was also agreed that both sides will reactivate joint working group on trade, commerce and investment, as also they will depute commercial representatives in the respective embassies. It was also agreed that we'll institutionalize an arrangement whereby we have a joint chamber of commerce and industry on bringing both sides, Afghanistan and India, together to further promote bilateral trade and commercial cooperation. So in that sense, a range of meetings, very good outcomes, and the visit was a successful one, very productive one. On your question as to when our ambassador will be posted, those are things that are, as I told you, the functional requirements of our embassy there, which we upgraded from a technical mission to an embassy. Those details are being looked into, and we shall keep you updated on that matter. On Purdendu Tiwari, as I said, that I don't have an update as to where exactly it is, but he had certain requirements which he has to fulfill in that country, and therefore he continues to stay there. विजय लक्ष्मी
सर, विजय लक्ष्मी हूँ इंडिया टीवी से। सर, क्या दिसंबर के पहले सप्ताह में रूस के राष्ट्रपति व्लादिमीर पुतिन भारत आ सकते हैं इंडिया रशिया एनुअल समिट के लिए, और क्या कोई लेबर मोबिलिटी एग्रीमेंट भी साइन हो सकता है दोनों देशों के बीच, और इसके अलावा क्या बड़ी चीज़ें हो सकती हैं अगर ये समिट हो रहा है इसी पहले सप्ताह में? तो
हुमा
My name is Huma Siddiqui and I am with the Strat News Global. There are reports indicating that India has been named as number 2 supplier of fentanyl precursor to the US, as well as pills. So what does India have to say about that? And today there was a FOC between India and Venezuela. Was the oil exports on the agenda of conversation? Because it doesn't find mention in the release that has been issued.
शैलेंद्र
सर, शैलेंद्र वांगू न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया से। इजराइल के मीडिया ने क्लेम किया था कि इजराइल के पीएम ने अपना जो विजिट है उसको सस्पेंड कर दिया, टाल दिया है फिलहाल सुरक्षा कारणों के चलते। हालांकि एमए की तरफ से अनाउंस नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन कल हमने देखा कि उनकी तरफ से एक ट्वीट भी सामने आया जहां पर उन्होंने कहा कि हम पूरा सिक्योरिटी जो पीएम मोदी की तरफ से इंश्योर की जाती है उस पर हमें पूरा भरोसा है। तो असल वजह क्या रही है इस दौरे के कैंसिल होने की, क्योंकि उन्होंने एडमिट किया कि ये दौरा होने वाला था?
So the Hiram Aishwari from Sputnik India. So will it be possible to get a reaction to the 28-point peace plan which has been compiled by the US with inputs from both Russia and Ukraine? Thank you.
Okay. Keshav?
Sir, thank you. Keshav Padmanabhan from The Print. My first question is with regards to the International Crimes Tribunal, Bangladesh. I remember your statement which said that you've noted the verdict, but my larger question is, does India recognize the jurisdiction of the ICTB when it comes to cases against Sheikh Hasina that was being judged and the verdict was given? And my second question actually was, my colleague already asked in Hindi regarding Israel, so I would like if you could give that statement in English as well regarding the visit of the Prime Minister. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. सो फर्स्ट पहला विजय लक्ष्मी जी आपका सवाल देखिए, दोनों देशों की तरफ से तैयारी चल रही है। जो हमारा एनुअल समिट मीटिंग होता है रशिया और भारत के बीच में, इसको लेकर 23वां एनुअल समिट जो है वो दिल्ली में होना है, दिसंबर के महीने में होना है, और डेट और तिथि के बारे में आपको जल्द से ज्ञान दिया जाएगा। मैं ये बता सकता हूँ कि दोनों देशों की तरफ से अच्छी तैयारी चल रही है, और जैसा कि आपको पता है जब विदेश मंत्री भी गए थे मॉस्को, उस यात्रा के दौरान इस पर बातचीत हुई थी। कई एक मंत्रीगण से वहाँ बातचीत हुई थी, और दोनों देश प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि ये राष्ट्रपति पुतिन का दौरा भारत में बहुत उससे इस रिश्ते को और तेज़ी आएगी। इस तरफ हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं। Yes, I said that both sides are working on the annual summit, which is to be held in Delhi. As far as the dates are concerned, we will let you know on this matter in a few days' time. Both sides are working very hard to strengthen ties, and in that regard, several issues that will form part of the outcome are being discussed and being looked into right now. We shall keep you updated on the visit and the progress that is being made in that regard. Huma, on your question on counter narcotics, let me tell you that we have very strong collaboration, and not just strong collaboration, institutional collaboration between India and the United States. And these are based on long-standing agreements that we have between the two countries. Operational cooperation between the two countries has surged in the last several years, with significant two-way introductions and coordinated enforcement. Let me tell you that cooperation as far as counter narcotics is concerned, it has been given a further push with the upgraded launch of the India-United States Counter Narcotics Working Group, which happened in 2020, that is. And the 5th meeting of the Counter Narcotics Working Group happened in October last year, where both sides adopted several new measures to strengthen their common challenge and fight against narcotics. And let me also tell you that the preparations for the 6th Counter Narcotics Working Group meeting is also underway. We have a very strong mechanism of sharing information between the United States and India, and these have resulted in key seizures and arrests. Let me also tell you that joint operations have been conducted, which has led to dismantling of major transnational networks. So it's a very good area of cooperation, and we want to further strengthen our joint fight against narcotics. On the Foreign Office consultations, yes, we had Foreign Office consultations at the level of Secretary today, and we have put out a press release which gives you details of all the issues that were discussed. And I would seek your attention that we have given you a detailed readout, and that is where you'll get all the details of our conversation with our counterpart from Venezuela. शैलेंद्र, देखिए, कोई भी विदेशी दौरा जब होता है, चाहे प्रधानमंत्री आए, राष्ट्रपति आए, उसका हम लोग एक अनाउंसमेंट करते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो अनाउंसमेंट करने के बाद आपको पता चलता है कि ये स्टेट विजिट हो या ऑफिशियल विजिट हो, उसकी हम पुष्टि करते हैं। इस मामले में बातचीत चल रही थी, हम लोगों ने कोई पुष्टि तो नहीं की कि ये दौरा होने वाला है, तो आप कैसे कह रहे हैं कि फिर ये पोस्टपोन हो गया? मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। और एक चीज़ और मैं आपको ध्यान लाऊंगा कि आप लोग जब कुछ मीडिया में खबर देखते हैं तो छापने से पहले हम लोग से पूछ लीजिए कि इस पर आपकी क्या राय है, तो बेहतर रहेगा। Dhairya, on your question regarding what is India's point of view on the peace plan, but before that also शैलेंद्र, आपका ध्यान में आकर्षित करना चाहूँगा कि इजराइल के प्रधानमंत्री के दफ्तर के तरफ से भी एक बयान इस पे आया है, तो उस पर भी आप नज़र डालें। बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं द्विपक्षीय दौरों में जिस पर ध्यान दिया जाता है आप लोग के समक्ष लाने से पहले। There you had a question about the peace plan. So we have seen reports about the peace plan. This issue is still evolving. As you would have seen, there are meetings which are being held. We are closely monitoring the developments in this regard. As you are aware, our Prime Minister has in the past and on several occasions he has said that this is not an era of war, and also called for the earliest possible cessation of hostilities. India has also advocated for sincere and practical engagement between the two parties and other key stakeholders through dialogue and diplomacy to find lasting solution to the conflict. We will continue to support all efforts aimed at bringing lasting peace to the region. Peace efforts were also discussed when External Affairs Minister visited Moscow, and it was also discussed when he had a conversation with his Ukrainian counterpart, the Foreign Minister, recently. Keshav, on the ICT verdict, look, we have made a statement. I would say that please have a look. We have given you what we think of it and what is our position on it. So that is where it is. On the visit of the Prime Minister of Israel, all such visits are announced officially by us, and thereafter it is for you to know that the visit is happening. In this particular case, the dates were not finalized. There are several visits on which we share information. Between two countries, we have a planning process. We look at several issues, several variables are there, and the Israeli Prime Minister's office also issued a statement in that regard. There are several. We will definitely keep you updated as and when the visit is planned. Sahil?
I'm Sahil Pandey from ANI News Agency. There were talks about India and Canada likely to announce a uranium deal soon. Are there negotiations going on? And if we have an update regarding that? Thank you.
Alok?
Sir, Ashok from The Pioneer. I have a question related to visa, that India has reopened visa for Chinese tourists globally. So is this only tourist visa or some business and other visa is also reopened?
Sandra?
Also an Israel-related question. There are quite a few reports about Israel having greenlit the relocation of about 5,800 Indian Jews from Mizoram, Manipur to Israel. So how does India feel about the relocation?
Alol?
Sir, Kalul from The Hindu. India has, of course, taken note of the death sentence that was given to Sheikh Hasina by the ICT. But there are other cases against Sheikh Hasina, as well as there are cases against her top officials that are also coming up, in fact, that are being heard at the ICT right now. And several of those officials are expected to get the capital punishment. And it's being reported that many of these officials are actually on the Indian soil. So, what is the Indian position on this matter if these individuals also receive a very harsh and adversarial verdict from the ICT? Would the Indian authorities then hand over these individuals to Bangladesh, or would that also require some negotiation on your part?
Gautam?
Sir, thank you. Gautam Laili. I have a question on the visit of National Security Advisor of Bangladesh. And at the sideline of Security Conclave, he had a bilateral meeting with our NSA.
Yes.
Whether our concerns and our views on elections have been communicated to him, and because we didn't get any kind of readout on that meeting.
Okay. Enjoy.
So, on the same subject, the Bangladesh government says that the NSA has been invited to Dhaka. Has that invitation been accepted? And the two countries looking at dates?
Agni?
Sir, this is Agni from ABP. The Union government on Tuesday faced sharp question in the Supreme Court over the case of 6 people, including a pregnant woman from West Bengal, Sonali Khatun, who were pushed to Bangladesh without any verification to their citizenship. Are we in touch with Bangladesh regarding this for their safe coming back and all?
Okay. So first, Sahil, your question regarding uranium. This is an ongoing conversation that we have with Canada. This particular matter was also discussed when our Prime Minister met with Prime Minister Carney in Johannesburg. We shall keep you updated with developments, but it's an important part of India-Canada bilateral cooperation as to how we can further strengthen our civil nuclear cooperation between the two countries. Alok, see, visa for tourist visa is being given to Chinese nationals, and business visas were being given earlier. So all those visas are now in place. The visa regime of tourism and business, etc., is fully functional. Sandra, on Israel, between Israel and India, there's a history which goes back thousands of years, and for that reason, we've had over the last several decades movement of people, and also forging of strong links between Israel and Israeli or Jewish heritage in India. We have seen some reports where a lost tribe from India may travel to Israel. We have seen those. We have a large diaspora, we have a large number of people travel to different parts of country on account of economic necessity, on account of emotional necessity, or family reunion. So it is for them to decide what they want to do. Kalol, on your question, we are on the verdict of the ICT. Yes, you have seen our statement. We are following all the developments that are happening in that country closely. Vadanda, on the visit of the National Security Advisor, that visit from Bangladesh happened for the Colombo Security Conclave, the meeting of which was held on 20th of November. He also had a bilateral meeting with the National Security Advisor. Several issues were discussed. As part of the Colombo Security Conclave, we discussed common challenges among the several countries which participated, and a readout was given about that particular meeting, where we talk about countering terrorism, radicalization, maritime safety and security, combating trafficking, transnational organized crime, cyber security, protection of critical infrastructure, as also humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. There were also issues where we talked about capacity building, etc. So these were the issues that were discussed as part of the Colombo Security Conclave. We have a readout. If you want more details, those details are there. Coming to Srinjoy's question, yes, we saw that invitation has been extended, and we'll take it forward when time comes. Agni, your question, see, we have a regular consular dialogue and conversation going on with Bangladesh. There are several people's issues which we continue to discuss on both sides. And in this particular specific case, I don't have an update, but we continue to talk with Bangladesh on several issues where the interest of our nationals are concerned, where our interests are concerned. Neeraj?
थैंक यू सर। न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया से नीरज हूँ सर। हमारा सवाल है कि पाकिस्तान की तरफ से आज भी यूएन एक्सपर्ट की रिपोर्ट का हवाला देकर कश्मीर में मानवाधिकार का मसला उठाया गया। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बाद और पहलगाम के बाद पाकिस्तान से हमारे कोई संबंध नहीं है। बार बार चाहे राम मंदिर का मसला हो, रक्षा मंत्री की बात हो या मानवाधिकार की बात हो, उस पर क्यों बार बार पाकिस्तान जो है भारत पर हमला करता है और इस तरह के आक्षेप लगाता है?
तो जहाँ तक मानवाधिकार का सवाल है, मैंने कहा कि पाकिस्तान को खुद अपने गिरेबान में झांक के देखना होगा इससे पहले कि दूसरों को उपदेश दे, क्योंकि सब पूरे दुनिया को ये बात से ज्ञात, दुनिया इस बात से ज्ञात है किस प्रकार का मानवाधिकार का हनन उस देश में हो रहा है. With that, thank you very much. Thanks for coming for this press conference.